help us with a tradition. It's nice that we can come together and become a community. And two things to keep in mind. One, as you walked in, you may or may not have noticed we have names for Kaddish for our congregation. So if you're a member and you want to make sure your family member's name is mentioned during Kaddish, you'll check that off or share that with one of our ushers. Or if you have a name to add to the Kaddish list as a guest, please do so, and our ushers can help you with that as well. But even more, it's nice we come together as a community, so it means you need to know the people you're sitting around who you're praying with today. So find someone nearby you may or may not know, say hello, introduce yourself, and let's warm this Shabbat up. Hi.
Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatata bi Tehorai, Ata barata, Ata yitzarta, Ata nefachta bi. Mishamra b'kirbi, Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatata bi Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatata bi
Tell me that yesterday. Hi. Didn't know you were all here. In the 13th year of a young man's life, he has the privilege and responsibility to read from Torah for the first time and teach his congregation from that which he has read. More than just reading Torah and Haftarah, we ask our students to lead us in worship on Shabbat. So more than what occurs on this day, they know the prayers of our people. They know they belong. They're part of a much larger and greater community. So on this Shabbos, they're honored to call to the Bima to become Bar Mitzvah Jackson Matthew Schultz. Jackson is the son of Amy and Nico Schultz and the brother of Sadie, and the grandson of Carla and Kurt Schultz and Pam and Mark Rosenblum, and the great-grandson of Gloria Stoller. And so we invite our Bar Mitzvah Jackson to our pulpit now to lead us in our worship on this Shabbos morning.
We turn to page 63 to begin our service. We read responsively. This isn't as hard as I thought. It is good to give thanks to God, to sing praises to your name, to tell of your love in the morning, and to sing of your faithfulness at night, playing with an instrument of 10 strings, sounding the lute and stroking the harp. Your works have made me rejoice, and your glories move me to sing. How great are your works, O God, how profound your design. The insensitive will never appreciate your creations, nor will the fool understand life's meaning. The wicked may flourish like grass, and the evil may multiply, but they are all doomed to failure. But you, O Eternal, shall be exalted forever. All shall proclaim that Adonai is just. Let every living being bless your name, and let every spirit glorify our God forever. Throughout all time we will have no ruler but you, our God. You guide the world with love and touch each of your creations with care and kindness. You neither slumber nor sleep, You cause the speechless to utter words and the wrongly imprisoned to go free. You support the fallen, heal the sick, and raise up the lonely. To you alone do we give thanks. We turn to page 65 and rise for the call to worship. Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach. Praise be our God, to whom all praise is due. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed. Praise be our God, to whom all praise is due, now and forever.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvarei choshech, oseh shalom uvarei et hakol, hameir la'aretz ve'ladarim aleha berachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh bechol yom, tamid ma'aseh vereshit. Praise be the eternal, our God, ruler of the world, who makes light to shine and darkness to descend upon us. God has taught us the meaning of peace and shapes all things that we touch. With compassion, God gives the earth light and renews the work of creation day by day. Ma rabu ma'asecha Adonai, kulam bechochma asita, mal'a ha'aretz kinyanecha, tit barach Adonai Eloheinu, al shevach ma'aseh yadecha, ve'al me'orei or, she'asita yefa'arucha selah. Or chadash al Tzion ta'ir, Venizke chulanu me'era le'oro, Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'me'orot. How great are your works, O God! In wisdom you make them all. The earth is filled with your creations. For the glow of the stars and the work of your hands, let all of your creations give you praise. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we may swiftly merit its radiance. Blessed be the eternal, maker of the morning light. Great is your love for us and abiding your compassion. Our ancestors trusted in you, and you taught them how to value life. Be gracious now to us, and with kindness guide us with your understanding, so that we might both learn and teach the laws of truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Blessed is our God, who in love has chosen Israel to be a people. As we recite the watchword of our faith, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. Cantor 2. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam veshivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. You shall love the Eternal, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand, and they shall be a symbol before your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I, the Eternal, am your God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I, the Eternal, am your God. These enduring words have been a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Faith and choice bring understanding to the soul and sensitivity to the heart. In all times and places, our God has been a part of our lives. Our faith has been our rock and our help. We watched God's wonders when we went free from Egypt, when slavery's chains were broken and we witnessed it. May those who have faith to believe also have the wisdom to be kind. O God, in whom we have all hope, we glorify your name now as our people have praised you throughout history.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסיף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסיף אלה, שירה חדשה שבחו גאולים לשמך על שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ופדי חינומך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We turn to page 70 and rise for the Amidah. We pray silently, either following the word of our prayer book or those our hearts might prompt.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפעמים
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei HaKol Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei Venechem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye Hakol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach Umorid Hagashem Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Ve'Rofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamo Chaba Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Atah Le'achayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye HaKol. Eternal is your power, O God. You are mighty to save. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. In love you sustain the living. In the multitude of your mercies you preserve all. You uphold the falling and heal the sick. Free the captives and keep faith with your children in death as in life. Who is like you? Who is your equal? Author of life and death, source of salvation. Blessed is the eternal God, the source of life. We sanctify your name on earth, even as your holiness is proclaimed in the heavens, above and throughout time and space. In the words of the prophet Isaiah, we say, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The fullness of earth is God's glory.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch ol haaretz kevodo. Baruch kavod Adonai mimekomo. Yimloch Adonai leolam, Elohai Zion, ledor vador, Hallelujah.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed is the Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Our God and God of our ancestors, accept our rest as a sacrifice of time and space. Let us share in your world by celebrating creation day by day. Purify our hearts so that we may be honest and upright, forgiving the compassionate. Blessed are you, O God of truth, who helps us to make the Sabbath a part of our life and our heritage of joy. Look with favor, O God, upon your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. May it be your will to accept our worship and our deeds. Blessed are you, who alone we serve in reverence. Eternal source of good, we thank you for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all that sustains body and mind, for love and friendship, for the delights of the senses, and for the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Help us, O God, to work for a just and compassionate society where all may share your gifts in the joy of freedom. For all of this, your name shall be blessed and praised forever. Those who keep this Sabbath and call it...
ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת מקדשי שביעי שבת כולם ישבעו ויתענגו טובך שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת זכר למעשה וראשית שבת זכר למעשה וראשית שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת.
Those who keep the Sabbath and call it a delight shall rejoice in your majesty. All who hallow the seventh day shall find happiness in your goodness. This day is Israel's festival of the Spirit, sanctified and blessed by you, the most precious of days, a symbol of the joy of creation.
שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עמך, עמך, ברכנו, ברכנו אבינו, כולנו כאחד. ברכנו, ברכנו אבינו, באור פניך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל
Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands. And may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Blessed is the eternal God, the source of peace.
Ya ba bum bum bum. Ya ba bum bum bum. Ya ba bum 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 bum. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai dai dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai diddy dai. Yai dai dai.
This day is Shabbat. One day we have in the midst of our hectic week to take a little more time for ourselves. One day we have in the midst of our hectic lives to take a little more time for ourselves as well. Enough at least to close our prayer books for a moment, to put them away. To release ourselves of a printed word and to begin to look within. To pause and to even close our eyes. Truly to look within. And take a deep breath and to relax. To breathe in the gift that each of us has been given. To breathe out our gift to this world. It's Shabbat, a moment in time when we can take the time to focus on the blessings that are really there each and every day. So much of which in the busyness, in the hecticness, and the stresses that fill our time, we sometimes, often, run past. But if we just take a few moments, just in giving ourselves this moment, how much the more so can we sense those blessings that we really can feel. From the radiance of the sun on a cool fall day, to the brilliance of colors that we see in our world majestically strewn about, cast broadside by a gracious hand. The reds and purples and yellows and oranges, the sound of dry leaves that we walk upon in our days. How often do we notice? How often do we appreciate? Also, the sense that we feel we're not alone in this world from the community we surround ourselves, the sounds of others in our midst, memories of childhood, of times that don't go as we planned, moments that we relish as well, and also memories of those who are no longer here, who've given us values, given us strength, giving us that which we hold on to every day. Really, blessings we have all of the time. But Shabbat is our gift, just to notice a little more keenly. In doing that, so it's not that we make this day our Sabbath. It's that we make Shabbat just a little more kadosh, a little more holy. Zehayom asa Adonai nagilav v'nismechavo. This is a day that God has made. Let us rejoice and let us be glad in it. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma naim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma naim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu ma naim, shevet achim gam yachad.
We continue our service with the reading of Torah on page 79. As is our tradition, in honor of my bar mitzvah and in thanks for their love and kindness, I call upon my mom and dad, Gamma and Papa, Omi and Opa. It shall come to pass in the fullness of time that the mountain of the Eternal's house shall be established as the highest mountain, and raised above all the hills, and all nations shall flow to it. And many people shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Eternal, to the house of the God of Jacob. Then we may be taught the ways of our God and walk in the path of the Almighty.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kama'asecha malechutecha malechut kol olamim u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed Adonai os le'amu yitain Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom.
Jackson, first, as your grandparents give you this talus bag and place this talus on you, so we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kasham v'tav v'tzivanu l'hita teipat tzitzit. Bless you, God, Lord of the universe, has given us commandments. Command us to wear a talus, the garment of our responsibility to hug our grandparents in thanks and appreciation. And as your Oma Opa give you these gifts as well for your Jewish life in the future, these candlesticks and this Kiddush cup, so do you show your appreciation and love as you hug them too? They're going to hold on to them. You need your hands right now. They'll hold on to your gifts.
Jackson, I've been proud of you from the moment Mom told me that you were on your way. There was a specific moment shortly after that you were born that I sat on the couch of our first house and really understood the enormity to me of your existence. I've been in awe watching you grow ever since. Your study and growth leading up to today has been an amazing journey for all of us. I can only imagine what it has been for you. The montage experience has been more meaningful than I thought. Reviewing the photos of you over the past 13 years, seeing you grow and capturing your spirit in so many wonderful moments has been a milestone moment for me, something I will never forget. You're a vibrant, strong, fun, loving, energetic, funny young man, and you possess an exuberance that impresses me. You've worked very hard these past 9 months. You've grown and matured. Your eyes and mind are bigger and more aware. I wish for you that never stops, that you seek awareness, knowledge, and experience always. I watched you grow in a special way this last year, and I wish for you and for us that we continue to know each other even more and more. I always want to know you, how you think, how you feel, and your dreams and wishes. You'll grow in so many ways as you get older, as will my heart and my love for you. Don't ever forget that I love you forever and ever and always, no matter what.
Okay, no, maybe I should have gone first. Okay, you did it, kiddo. You're almost done. You've worked so hard, and it's about time to celebrate. And Jackson, you simply amaze me. You've worked hard over these last few months, learning how to juggle new priorities and new responsibilities. We know it has not always been easy, but you've done it. And I hope you are so proud of yourself. We certainly are of you. Your kindness and your thoughtfulness, your focus on making the world a better place, the way you care for your friends and family, the decisions you make, the way you laugh, the way you give, the way you try, the way you weather the ups and downs, the way you love is simply amazing. From the moment you were born, our lives changed and became so much richer. I feel more, I see more, and I experience more love over the last 13 years because you are here. I worry more too, as a parent will tell you, but I know you will be okay in life, better than okay. I know that you will get through whatever life throws at you, whatever the challenges are, and that you can accomplish whatever it is you want to achieve, because you are the most strong, the most capable, honest, and young man I know. You have my heart, kiddo, and always will. I love you with all of it.
Our God and the God of our ancestors, as I stand before this ark, I represent the generations of my people who stood before you, who have lived and died by your law. Give me the wisdom to understand the words that shall be read from your Torah. Endow me with the sensitivity that can make this law a part of my life and the length of my days. May your word be a lamp unto our people's feet and a light unto our path, showing us the way to a reality that is true and a life that is righteous. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Our God is one, our God is great, holy is God's name.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Lecha Adonai Agiduna, V'Hagivura, V'Tiferet, V'Netzach Na'od. Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha, Ve'amit na'aseh lechol lerosh. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, u'devar Adonai Yerushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, u'devar Adonai Yerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, u'devar Adonai Yerushalayim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim. דברים העולם, העולם עומד. שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, העולם, העולם עומד.
על התורה.
ועל העבודה, ועל גמילות חסדים.
Please be seated.
על התורה, ועל העבודה, ועל גמילות חסדים.
Our Torah portion this Shabbat is Bereshit as we begin reading the Torah once again. The story of creation, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, which we found on page 18 of our Chumashim, the blue Torah commentaries that we found scattered throughout our seats for those who like to follow along with Jackson as he chants his Torah portion. We call upon our first Aliyah, Shelley and Ron Siegel, Adina and Todd Siegel, Michelle and Justin Siegel, Ronnie and Julian Ross, and Laura and Brian Ross, and Natasha and Adam Ross, aunts and uncles and cousins of our bar mitzvah. Ya'amdu, Esther Yudit ben Label, Rachmiel ben Yaakov, Adina Maya, Shmuel Tevya ben Rachmiel Esther, Yisrael ben Rachmiel Esther, Rivka Rucha bat Hershel HaKohen, Yaakov ben Chaim Chanaleah, Chaim ben Yaakov Rivka, Sarah Rivka, Adam Anchel ben Yaakov, Vericha Rishon.
Amen. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz ve'haaretz hayeta tohu vavohu ve'choshech al penei tehom ve'ruach Elohim merachefet al penei hamayim. Vayomer Elohim Yehi Or Vayehi Or Vayar Elohim Et HaOr Ki Tov Vayavdel Elohim Bein HaOr Uvein HaChoshech Vayikra Elohim Laor Yom Velachoshech kara laila, vayehi erev, vayehi voker, yom echad.
Amen. We call upon our second Aliyah, parents and grandparents and aunt and uncle of our bar mitzvah, Amy and Nico, of course, and Carla and Kurt Schultz, and Pam and Mark Rosenblum, and Michelle and Scott Rosenblum. Ya'amdu, Aviva bat Mordechai v'Fredo, Eliyahu Gilom ben Avram v'Sara, Fredo bat Yaakov, Mordechai ben Hershel HaKohen, Yitzhak bat Avram, Yitzchak Gedalia ben Mordechai v'Fredo. Shenit.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim, Yehi Rakia betoch hamayim, Vihi mavdil ben mayim lamayim. Vayas Elohim et harakia, Vayavdel ben hamayim asher mitachat larakia, uvein hamayim asher me'al larakia, vayhi chen. Vayikra Elohim larakia shamayim, vayhi erev, vayhi voker, yom sheni.
We call upon our third Aliyah, our bar mitzvah, our maftir. Ya'amod Chaim ben Eliyahu va'aviva shlishit bar mitzvah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayomer Elohim yikavu hamayim mitachat hashamayim el makom echad v'teira'eh hayebasha vayhi chen. Vayikra Elohim layabasha eretz umikvei hamayim kara yamim, vayar Elohim kitov. Vayomer Elohim tadshei haaretz deshe esev mazriya zera eitz peri. Oh, say peri, let me know. Asher zarovo al haaretz vayhi chen, vatotze haaretz deshe esev mazriya zera leminehu ve'etz osei peri. Asher zarovo leminehu vayar Elohim kitov. Vayhi erev, vayhi voker, yom shelishi. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chaye olam nata betochenu. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah. My Torah portion is about the first 3 days of Earth's creation. The first day talks about how darkness spread upon earth, and God said, "Let there be light." When God noticed that light was good, he separated light from dark and named the light day and the darkness night. The second day, God decided to make an expanse to separate water from water. When he did this, the water separated, and he called the expanse sky. When God realized that was good, and so continued on creating. On the third day, God took the water below the sky and put it in groups to make room for dry land that he called earth. The groups of water he called seas. When God saw this was good, he decided to plant vegetation on earth. God kept building upon the good he created. What this Torah portion means to me is when you see something good, you always look to try to make it better because everything can be improved. When God was creating the earth, with everything he did, he noticed it was good and improved upon it. In the first 3 days of creation, God created the foundation for all life. Similarly, in school, everything I learn now is building the foundation for what I will learn later in life and pass on to others. Or in baseball, all of the coaching I receive will help me be a better player later on. All of the teaching I receive in baseball and in school helps me improve my skills. The theme of my Torah portion is to find good in something and always try to make it better because everything has the potential to be improved. Becoming a bar mitzvah is the turning point in the Jewish religion when a boy enters adulthood. To me, becoming a bar mitzvah means understanding more about our Jewish religion and the stories of our past. My parents made me have a bar mitzvah, but if I had a choice, I would choose to have one. I would choose to have one because I am given the opportunity to learn more about our religion and how to make our community a better place. Becoming a bar mitzvah can also make you think not about what the world does to you, but what you can do for the world. It means becoming more aware of other people and giving more than receiving. For my mitzvah project, I volunteer at Capuchin Soup Kitchen. I volunteer my time to help my community and those in need. I don't receive anything physical back, but what I do receive is a good feeling and a great experience that I hadn't experienced before. Studying for my bar mitzvah let me understand the struggles Jews went through, but always pushed through. And just like at Capuchin Soup Kitchen, where all of the people seeking help are finding good in rough times and pushing through. All of the lessons I have learned and experiences I've had helped me understand what becoming a bar mitzvah means. I now call upon my sister Sadie and my cousins Ian and Josh, my uncle Scott and Aunt Mitz, to be the Hagba and Galila who will hold and dress the Torah on this special day of my life.
Please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim veratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher batorah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. My Haftorah portion comes from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 42. Thus said God the Lord, who created the heavens and stretched them out, who spread out the earth and what it brings forth, who gave breath to the people upon it and life to those who walk thereon. I, the Lord, in my grace have summoned you, and I have grasped you by my hand. I created you and appointed you, a covenant people, a light of nations. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol ha'olamim Tzadik bechol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber umkayem, shekol devarav, emet v'tzedek, al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al hanvi'im ve'al yom hashabat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha ve'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch ata Adonai mekadesh hashabat.
Jackson read from the first portion of the entire Torah, from Bereshit. And it's a portion that's filled with lots of gems, including, as he shared, the story of creation. One of the most incredible stories that we have in the Bible, because it requires a lot of miraculous actions for it to occur. Through speech, God creates our world. And for us, as humans, that seems impossible. For us to create something simply through our speech, through our words. But I believe it actually is possible. And I want to share with you two stories that demonstrate how. The first story is about a second grader whose art project was on display. The students had been learning about bodies, and using clay that was provided to them, they were to make a sculpture. Every day over the course of 2 weeks, the students worked to design, sculpt, and then glaze their works of art. At the end of those 2 weeks, the art pieces were put on display for the entire elementary school to see. Each grade was paraded through to see their own work and to the work of others. As the second grade class made their way through, not knowing whose it was, one girl said to the boy behind her, "That's the ugliest head I've ever seen. Someone should throw it away." That was almost 35 years ago, but I still remember how crushed I was hearing those words about the piece that I had worked so hard on. Her words, they created a lot of emotions for me. That saying, "Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me," it just wasn't true. Because of her words, I felt embarrassed, doubted my creativity, and was hurt. Through 2 short sentences, through her words, she created pain. We've all had moments like that, when someone has said something that hurt us. Fortunately, we're able to see and create the opposite as well. We're able to create goodness and joy. And I'm reminded of that as I recall a story of one of my teachers at seminary, one of our rabbis. One day as he was working at his synagogue, an unknown man came into his office and kidnapped him at gunpoint. The man tied his hands together and threw my professor in the trunk of his car. The kidnapper then began driving my teacher around for a few hours before he took him out of the trunk and left him in the middle of some forest with no one to help him for miles. As my teacher lay in his trunk, he thought about all the people who he loved, who he had never shared that with. And he vowed that if he were to live, he would always share with the people that he cared about, that he loved them, before it was too late. And that's just what he did. He never missed an opportunity to share his love with others, to let them know that he cared about us. And with each greeting or departure, through his words, he created a sense of warmth, of worth, and of joy. Just like in Jackson's Torah portion, our words, we're taught, have the power to create. Our tradition teaches us that it's our job. It's our responsibility to make sure that we're using them to bring goodness and depth into our world. I recently heard about one of our local schools that does just that. Instead of calling parents when students are in trouble, instead of only calling them when students are in trouble, they make a point of calling parents when they have done something good, something that the parents would be proud of, and then they share that with them. You can only imagine the feelings of pride that parents feel when they get that call. What would our world be like if we all took the time to do that? If we shared the goodness that we see, and if we told the people in our lives that we cared about, if we shared our love with them. Maybe that's what becoming a bar mitzvah is about. Because how often, Jackson, do you pause? Do you stop and listen to your parents share some of those wonderful things that they just shared about you as we took the Torah out of the ark? For many of us in the congregation today, this is our way of pausing, to show you that we care. It's our chance to share what we love about you, to share the things that make us proud. We appreciate your ability to connect with others. You love to share, to talk about sports and whatever is going on around you. But you also have the great ability to listen. We admire your passion, that when you're into something, you're all in. And we love your big heart, the way that you care for others, the way that at Madrachim, or as I've seen on Sunday mornings, that you're one of the first to always volunteer a helping hand when you see someone in need. Keep doing those things. Keep bringing goodness into our world. And keep being that reminder for all of us to pause, to use our words, and to bring warmth and worth into our world. Amen. Amen. We continue with our prayers of Mishaberach L'Cholim, our prayers of healing for the sick. And as we walk around with Torah and reach out and touch it, we hope that just as Torah has given our people strength for thousands of years, that it continue to give us and our loved ones who are in need of healing that refuah shlema, that strength and that healing of mind, of body, and of spirit. Please rise. Mishaberach Avotenu Imotenu v'Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'Sarah Rivka Leah v'Rachel Hu Yivarech et Chole. Merciful God, who blessed our ancestors, blessed our loved ones who are stricken with illness or anxiety. Melissa Ayudo, Muhammad Akand, Susan Averbach, Batia Bat Beshia Panina, Carol Binder, Pat Burkle, Eugene Blakeman, Chris Burke, Joel Bussell, Pat Carey, Karen Kassman, Barry Chernak, Bill Cooperstock, Gary Fishman, Miriam Farber, Howard Goldberg, Shirley Halperin, Hank Heiser, Vera Hopkins-Gordon, Christy Jessup, Frank Claren, Yvonne Krasny, Henry Leopold, Zoe Marcus, Tony Michaels, Larry Miller, Sherry Minlin, Deborah Mursky, Scott Miles, Harold Newman, Stephen Newman, Judy Nussbaum, Rabbi Robert Nosenchuk, Eric Perez, Annette Pines, Miriam Leah Bat-Daniel Esther, Jason Daniel Poland, Ryan Romanchuk, Ellen Rosen, Sylvia Rosen, the Saint Amand family, Erna Schoen, Sonia Sklar, Steve Sinkoff, Dan Sonnenberg, Evelyn Soroka, Harriet Waddlet, Lisa Mendelson Weiner, Loretta Ziegelman, the 20,095 troops who have been injured in Iraq and Afghanistan to date, as well as all the names in our hearts. May God grant them with a refuah shlema, the healing of mind, of body, of spirit.
מקור הברכה לאמותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We turn to page 89 to return the Torah to the ark. Havu godel lelohenu, utnu chavod la Torah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah. Yehalelu et Shem Adonai, ki nizgav shemo levado. Let us praise God's name, for it is exalted above all.
Hodo al eretz v'sham
Torat Adonai Temimah. Meshivat Nafesh, Edut Adonai Ne'emana, Machkimat Peti. The law of our God is perfect, restoring the soul. The testimony of the earth is sure, making wise the simple. Pikudei Adonai Yesharim. Mesamche Lev, Mitzvat Adonai Bara, Me'irat Enayim. The precepts of our God are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Eternal is clear, enlightening the eyes. Yirat Adonai Teorah, Omedet La'ad, Mishpete Adonai Emet, Tzadku Yachdav. The presence of our God is pure, enduring forever. The judgments of the Eternal are true and righteous altogether. Ki lekach tov, natati lachem torati al ta'azovu. Behold, I have given you a good doctrine, my Torah. Do not forsake it.
Eitz chaim hi lamachzikim ba v'tom mechea meushar derachea derecheinu v'chol netivotea
Please be seated. Come on up. No, we're right up here. Come on. So Jackson, we invite up your great-grandmother as we stand with you to bless you in this moment. And first, here, Jackson, you face us, though. She's going to stand with your family. And we invite up one of our board of directors, Ms. Melanie West, to give you these gifts on behalf of our congregation for a special time of your life.
It's all good. Jackson, I met you this morning, and it's been lovely. You did a great job. I love coming to do this. This is the best part of my job. I'm on the Temple board, and the first thing that I'm going to give you is from Temple. This is your prayer book. I'm going to tell you something special about this prayer book. So normally what I say, my shtick up here, is to say that this prayer book represents the fact that you have now gone to your last family service, and next year you get to sit through the long version. But the next thing I get to give you, which is not a piece of paper, is free membership with SISTI, which is the Shir Shalom Temple Youth Group. And the good news is that as a member of SISTI, you get to lead the family services, so you actually don't need that for a few years. And then finally, I will give you, from our brotherhood, they have planted a tree in Israel in your name in honor of this occasion. So, welcome. Thank you. Mom.
Stay. Okay.
Jackson? No, not yet. So, we always call audibles. I told you I'd be blessing you, but now Rabbi's going to. We brought it down here because we wanted to include your great-grandmother as well so she could be a part of this, because I think so much of who you are, I see in all of your family, but her exuberance and joy in this moment is so much a part of who you are. You know, your parents spoke about your life, these 13 years. Your dad reflected on creating the montage and all the photos and the memories it brings to mind. I wonder, though, when they gave you your Hebrew name, along with your English name, if they recognized how much it would be truly you. Your Hebrew name is Chaim, which means life, and you are life. You exude it in everything you do, from every pore, every ounce of your being is a part of that, in that sense of joy, in that sense of inclusion, in that sense of love, in the sense of just being present in the moments. And you always make it fun, not just for yourself, but for those around you, even for your rabbis, cracking me up often in our rehearsals. So, the ideas of who you are were packed into that name 13 years ago. And I love that reality. I love how true that is. And I see that not just in the moments that led up to it, but even you being present in this past hour, in the way that you were truly able to hug everyone on the bima. And you know, that may seem like a little thing, but it's genuine and sincere. And it shows your love for the people around you in your life. And that is such a blessing, my friend. It's something that we enjoy seeing too. So part of what we ask for you on this day is to keep being you. Don't change. Keep those things that make you so special and unique and that we love seeing in you, keep bringing that into our world. And never get too tall that you can't hug not just your family, but your rabbis in Cantor too. To know who you are, never get to be too cool that you can't show what you really feel always on the outside, just like your mom and dad do every day as well. Those are blessings that will always be yours as we ask God to bless you now as well.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May God bless you and may God protect you.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
Jackson, may God shine upon you and shine through you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
Chaim, may God give you strength. May you be blessed with gesundheit, with health. May you be blessed with parnasa, with success in all your endeavors. May you be blessed with nachas, most of all, though. Because as we've watched during this service, we've seen incredible nachas, such pride from your parents, your great-grandparents, your sister, especially your great-grandma. May you have that one day, too, and feel that and experience it just as they're experiencing now. Most of all, may you be blessed with shalom, with peace. As together we all say,
Amen. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadish Chadish Yameinu Chadish Yameinu
These services will continue.
Before Jackson's family sits down, we ask you to rise together with them as we join together on page 91 for our closing prayers for the words of the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני
Nothing can fill the emptiness that a death leaves behind. Those who are no longer a physical presence are still alive within our thoughts and our words. Their memories are only a part of the picture. So long as we recall their presence, then their warmth, their friendship, their heart, mind, and thought are still within our soul. We honor and cherish the ones we love by living our lives to the fullest. And so on this Shabbat, we think of those friends and family who have been taken from us in these most recent days, whose Shiva and Shloshim we mark. Marshall Oser, Kenneth Kurjan, Sonia Liederman, Leslie Katinsky, Leonard Brose, Emily Rogo, Leonard Posner, and the 2,420 Americans in our armed forces lost in Afghanistan, Iraq, and the surrounding areas to date. And to their names, we have those whose yard sites we mark, those whose anniversary of passing we lovingly commemorate. Eudice Blank, Esther Chodoroff, Harry Yates Cohen, Edward Fuhr, Kenneth Joel Itzkovitz, Lillian Katz, Audrey Klegman, William Klegman, Marnie Grossfeld Kurjan, William Menashkin, Dorothy Moss, Francis Naines, Harry Paul, Gloria Portney, Gloria Hirsch Richmond, Gerald Schumacher, Mimi Adler Sokolowski, Myra Spazizen, Molly Wetman. And on this Shabbat, like many synagogues around our nation, we pause to remember the victims of the Tree of Life Synagogue and Congregation Dor Chadash. We stand together to honor them as we mark their one-year anniversary of their yard site as well. Of Joyce Feinberg, Richard Gottfried, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecil Rosenthal, David Rosenthal, Bernice Simon, Sylvia Simon, Sylvan Simon, Daniel Stein, Melvin Wax, Irving Younger. Along with all the names in our hearts, those we love, that we stand together as one family, as one community in the immortal words of Mourner's Kaddish. It's found on page 96 of our prayer books. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'amad divrach uritei v'amlich malchutei, b'chai echon v'yom echon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kedusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya se shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all the bereaved among us here and everywhere. As together we say, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos, Rabbi.
Before we enjoy oneg, a little nosh in honor of our bar mitzvah, for all of us to enjoy together, a moment of tish. A tish is a table in Yiddish, and the rabbis would sit around a few hundred years ago and sit around the table and after their Shabbos morning worship and field questions about that week's Torah portion. And so we do the same thing. You can ask a question about anything you want for just a minute about Jewish law or lore or whatever's on your mind, of something you saw here or curious about membership, just kidding, whatever you want to know, or about the Brotherhood Business Expo tomorrow afternoon from 1 to 4 o'clock, Carl? 1 to 4 o'clock tomorrow? Okay, so that's just a yes. Good, okay, thank you. And so that we have many businesses coming and you can enjoy that. I'm sure all the festivities, will be over by then for the Schultzes, so you're good, right? We're good for that. And or next Friday night is our artist in residence, Alan Goodis, will be here with us doing an all-music Shabbat with Cantor. Enjoy those services at 7:30 with wine and cheese before services and after services. I don't know, we find that when you have wine at services, it makes it a little more festive. Or people want to come, and good wine too. But now a chance for your questions on this Shabbat before. Yes?
I would like to know about the Torah that Jackson read.
It's a loaded question. She wanted to know the Torah that Jackson read from. So about 3 weeks ago, before, as Jackson was getting ready for his bar mitzvah, he went up to the bima together and he learned a little bit of the history of the 8 Torahs in the Ark, each one being unique. For those who aren't Jewish, every Torah is exactly the same. The 5 books of Moses, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, but every Torah is written by a different scribe, a different hand. So we have some Torahs in there, one that's 480 years old from Poland, Czechoslovakia, that was found after the Holocaust by a community that was totally wiped out. We have a brand new Torah that we got to write as a congregation. And Jackson picked our Alt New Torah, which is our Old New Torah. And why is it called the Old New Torah? It was discovered in 1942 in Berlin. It was discovered in 1998. It had been written in Berlin in 1942 by a scribe who was living in hiding at the time, a rabbi, and wrote 3 Torahs, and they were hidden away. He was captured and murdered by the Nazis. The Torahs were discovered many years later. And so the German Jewish community wanted those Torahs to come to a new congregation. Temple Shir Shalom was 10 years old at the time, and so we were able to acquire that Torah at that occasion for us. So when we got it in 1999, it was a brand new Torah, even though it was almost 60 years old already at that time. So it looks like a brand new Torah in perfect condition, and so in a sense, when we read it, we honor those who didn't make it in those times, in the Holocaust and that story, and celebrate our Judaism with our lives as well. So it was that Torah to read from. Excellent question. Thank you. It's all good. Yes, Carl? Why is the logo on one podium and not on the other, Rabbi?
We save money that way. So this is, for those that aren't familiar with it as well, this is the logo of Temple Shir Shalom. And it was designed because people see different things when you look at a logo or when you see depictions of things. And so for us, it's the Shir Shalom logo, and our kids or our families would recognize it. But a synagogue is supposed to be a house of prayer for all peoples. And so within it are the 3 major monotheistic religions that you'll see different symbols. So for those from the Muslim faith, Islam, you'll see a crescent moon that will be recognized. For those that are Christian, you'll recognize the dove with an olive branch in its mouth. And for the Jewish community, the menorah, which stood for our people as well. So you see that, and the idea is that everybody, as you come in, should feel welcome in our house of worship as part of that. Why isn't it on the other one? Our building engineer at the time, who was quite talented.
No.
Wasn't it?
It was designed that way. Everything here is for a reason, and it's because Shir Shalom means song of peace, and the music comes from that podium from Cantor, is where she sings from. And so we specifically wanted that identity on there from where we sing from. Learned something today, huh?
Learned something.
There you go. It's all good.
Ask again 2 weeks from now. He'll give you a different answer, though. So.
I don't know. We're just, yes. The symbols of the 15, so thanks for counting that there are 15. Most missed that piece. So why there are 15, first of all, because 15 written in Hebrew letters is an abbreviation for God's name. And each of those 15 panels is a psalm from Hebrew Scripture, a psalm of redemption. And the artist, Gerhard Nodell, when he wrote them, they were written in glass and then shattered, the psalms, and then floated into the glass and into the fabric. And the idea of the brokenness in our world, that the pieces come together when we figure things out as well, as we look in our world. He made the oculus window behind there as well, and so the idea of our whole world is demonstrated in that. He actually came from California and talked about looking out his window over the ocean, the horizon, and seeing that in the window of the separation of the creation story of the earth and the sea and the set and the sky. In the window, there are 18 crystals that reflect us in them, or light in them as well, and so the way that we are reflected in the world. Depending on the time of day, when you look at the tapestry in the daytime, the gold fabric is much more transparent in a sense, and you see the glass floating there. In the nighttime, it's hard to see the glass, and the fabric is much more pronounced. And the idea that in the darkness, sometimes we miss the illumination of our world, in our own darkness, in our own despair, and miss that which is trying to speak to us from within. But when the sun shines in our life, that we see through and appreciate the blessings that we have around us. Speaking of blessings, we invite our bar mitzvah Jackson back up to our bima as we celebrate his name Chaim with L'chaim. Oh my God, that was so smooth. And we rise together with the cantor and the blessing over the wine.
Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
L'chaim.
Say, Adonai oz le'emo yitain. May God bless you with strength. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. May God bless all people, here and everywhere, with peace. Good Shabbos. Great job. Good work.
Good job, buddy. Enjoy, man.